we're reading the polls wrong. We're looking at them wrong. Well, Trump is down to a 36% approval rating. This is horrible. I've never seen this. You're missing the point. The 36%, that is the real cancer on this country. Not Donald Trump. At some point, he's going to go away. Like a season, like a summer or spring or fall or winter. He's going to go away. But that 36%, voting out Donald Trump is not going to get rid of that. So right now, Donald Trump is creating 0 private sector jobs. Unemployment is going up. Inflation is, I think, just north of 4%. He's caused an illegal war because he doesn't want to release the Epstein files that say he's a child molester. He bombed a children's school that murdered 170,000 innocent little girls. He's going to spend $1 billion on a ballroom. He's putting his name on a $100 bill. He's putting his name on the national parks. He's starting Trump RX. He's going to build an arch after himself. He spent half of his presidency so far golfing on his fat ass. He's gone to the Super Bowl and spent $20 million to go see a football game. And 36% of this country go, woo, Trump 28, vote for Barron in 3032, woo! That is the problem with this country. That is the cancer. See, when you get a cold, you might have like a headache or a congested head or a runny nose or a fever. That's a symptom. The flu, the cold, that's the real sickness. That 36%, that's the flu. Donald Trump is just a fever. Because they never cared about the economy. When gas, under Biden, how many of these white trash MAGA went, I can't vote for Biden because I only care about money, because I'm pro-life. Now gas is $5, $6, $7, $8. Oh, it's patriotic. Oh, thank God that Trump is making us pay $8 for gas. Oh, praise Jesus. Oh, I'm glad we have such a strong leader. Because it was never about the economy. And the fact that you, white trash MAGA, cared more about the price of goods at the store than millions of Americans that died and people across the world, that tells us everything we need to know about who you are. You wouldn't even wear a mask to save the life of one fellow American. Because freedom, I only care about myself. I'm a selfish prick. They voted for Trump because of what he looks like, not because of what he's done. They don't care what he does. They don't. They don't care if he takes the whole economy. He's a white man. People, you can deny it all you want. It's just white supremacy. 77 million Americans, our friends, our family, moms, dads, voted for a rapist, a felon, who literally caused an insurrection. The entire world was horrified at what happened. Man literally is making fun of women. He's defending child molesters. And you said, yeah, that's my guy. I'm not a racist. Because you couldn't vote for the black woman. You're not going to vote your way out of this. When Trump is gone, that 36% is still going to be here. And too many people in this country are ignoring that because you don't want to be uncomfortable. You don't think the next Republican is going to chime into the white supremacy and the misogyny? Of course they are. When are we going to deal with that? That is the core of why we're here. That 36%. That is the modern day Confederacy. They're the ones that want to live in 1776, where black people were only worth 3/5 of a white man, where slavery was legal, where black people were in a will, where black people were kidnapped, where women couldn't vote. That's what they want. And when I see over the weekend our black brothers and sisters protesting over the Edmund Pettus Bridge, You know what really made me mad? I wanted to see the majority of people that look like me on that bridge. I want to see white people marching because we're the problem. I am sick and tired of black people fighting the fight that white people refuse to fight. Because you don't want to talk to your mom or your dad or your brother or your sister. You don't want it to be weird. Ooh, my friend that I play golf with, can't talk to him. I don't want to jeopardize that friendship. I can't post on social media. I won't go on a general strike. I can't afford to. I won't be uncomfortable. You're the reason that we're still here. Just because you don't like to hear it is irrelevant to me. White silence is creating and amplifying where we are as a country. The privilege that you have. While everybody is in concentration camps, they're eating the dogs and cats. Black people being called the N-word. I had friends that were black that didn't go into work the day after Trump got elected because she got burning crosses. She knew that the racism was going to come out. And until white people are willing to be uncomfortable like I am, that 36% is going to be the problem in the midterms, in the primaries, in 2030, 32, 34, 36. That's what we have to address. Like Professor Eddie Glaude says, when are we going to deal with the snake? When are we going to cut off the head of white supremacy? Figuratively. When are we going to do it? Curious white people, you're okay ignoring the problem because you're worried about a brother or a sister or a mom or a dad who is actively defending a president who is protecting child molesters, who raped women, who caused an insurrection trying to overthrow our democracy, who calls women fat and piggy, who threatens to murder an entire civilization in Iran. You're worried about their feelings? Are you kidding me? You should be pissed off at them and hold them accountable for their selfishness, for their lack of morality, because it's repugnant. Those are the people that you're worried about just because your DNA matches theirs. That's the problem, America. That white privilege. Because people that are black, people that are Somalian, Muslims, immigrants, they don't have the luxury of ignoring it. Because white silence allows people to treat them less than every day. Because you don't want to talk to your parents or people that you're related to or people that you know or post on social media. Until we decide to deal with that, people, ain't nothing going to change. Donald Trump is just a symptom of the cancer in society. Have a white day.